it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Welcome back to my channel. I have another memory plan with me today for you. So I am in my Aura Estelle E5 wide cloud planner. These are my Caress Press inserts, same one that I've been using all year. This week, it's actually going to be for the week of May 2nd, which was a little while ago. I've been bouncing around my memory planner as I catch up on the weeks that I missed, but I'm really excited to plan with this. This was the week of Mother's Day, and I have this super cute kit from Caress Press pulled out. This I pulled from my kit binder. I think that this art came out last year, and it was just like these really cute brunch vibes, and I absolutely love this, and I thought it would be the perfect kit for Mother's Day. It's very springy, it's very brunchy, and I just really, really like it. So yeah, it's called Mimosas. This is the essential size kit. So Caress Press offers 4 different kit sizes in her shop, everything up from like a 6-page mini kit, which is already huge, up to like a 9-page ultimate kit or something like that. This is the essential size kit. It's the second smallest one. I find that this works pretty well for me. It's very functional. So anyway, here are the full boxes. Here we have a functional page and then this other functional page. You've got glitter headers, bottom washi, squares, all different kinds of stuff. Your sidebar page with tons and tons of stuff here. Bottom washi with date covers, extra full box, deco and flags, icons, etc. And then, yeah, that's it. So this kit has 7 pages, I believe, that I'm going to be working with, plus everything in my stash. Got lots of gold foil picked out, some coordinating washies, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out these pages and jump in. Jumping right in with that double box, I am putting down the full boxes as usual. I love this kit and I love the way that this comes together. It's so, so cute. I'm really glad that I went with this for Mother's Day. One, I just didn't love like any of the kits I saw that were released this year specifically for Mother's Day, but 2, I have seriously 3 kit binders, and I'm trying to slow down a little bit on the sticker spending right now because I've had a very spendy couple of months with overbuying stickers. So it's always a good feeling to be able to pull something out of your stash. And I have so many anytime kits, and I do typically use a lot of like seasonal kits in my planner. So it's always nice when I get to pull an anytime kit out. And I do think that this one is really, really just very adorable and super perfect for spring. So yeah, that is what I went with. I'm really, really feeling it. I haven't used a Caress Press kit in kind of a while too. I've been using a lot less Caress Press kits this year compared to last year. I think just because I'm not subscribed to the mystery kit anymore. I'm not currently subscribed to any mystery kits, but for a while she actually wasn't showing up in my Instagram feed, but I have reset that now. So maybe some more Caress Press stuff coming later. Caress Press and Scribble Prints Co. are definitely my favorite for like the more scene style kits, this kind of style of kits. I feel like over the past year or so, I've gravitated more towards the like foiled floral style of kits, but now I actually feel like I'm gravitating back more towards this scene style, although still mixing it up. I cannot commit to a planning style, but yeah. So anyway, like I said, this is the first week of May, and this is actually the last week that I've planned in my memory planner. So I am a bit behind. In addition to like this being the last week that I've actually filmed, I'm missing 1 week in April that I skipped over and will have to go back to. So I'm currently about 3 or 4 weeks behind in my memory planner. That's a little bit further behind than I'd like to be. I'll catch up eventually, and I know it's like not a big deal at all. This is, purely decorative and a hobby, and memory keeping journaling. It's not, essential to running my life or anything like that, like my functional planner is. But I do want to catch up, and I do hope to catch up. I will probably jump around a bit as I'm catching up, because in addition to wanting to like plan with the kits that I picked out for spring, I'm also just like fully all in on summer right now, and definitely want to plan using some of the gorgeous summer kits that I have picked up and all of like the fun seashell foils, beach themes. I am just very much in a beach state of mind. We've already gone 2 weekends so far this year and more coming. So I'm just very much all in on summer right now. But that being said, I'll jump back and forth. Of course, as I try and catch up in my planner and just kind of trying to take my time with it and not like put pressure on myself to do it, because like I said, it's just supposed to be fun and relaxing, stickering fun, and we have had a lot going on. I had a really, really busy month for work last month, which is how I ended up getting so behind. We had our family vacation in April, which is where this started, but then I wasn't able to catch up last month just because I was so busy with work. I had 2 like really big projects and also a work trip, which I will definitely talk a lot more about on an upcoming plan with me for that week, which is I think 2 weeks after that. But this week in addition to being Mother's Day week, I was also super, super busy with work getting set up for my work trip. I was speaking at a conference, so I had to do like all the prep materials to set up for that. And I also had to like pre-film some stuff that was going to be posted online in addition to the conference. So it was just a really, really busy couple of weeks. And then as soon as I got back from my trip, I came back to another large project. Everything is all done now, and I typically take it a little bit more easy over the summer work-wise and do like just more writing and lighter items in the summer so that we have more time to spend at the beach, and I have more time to spend with the kids and everything. They will go to camp after the school year ends, but definitely in like a little bit calmer place work-wise. If you don't know, I do work freelance, so I can kind of adjust that throughout the year and set the pace that I want to go at, which is always really, really nice. But this was a super, super, super busy month. Other than that, nothing really going on this week. We'll see a lot of work marking throughout the week, just usual stuff. And we actually had a super, super fun weekend. We went to our children's museum on Saturday of this weekend, so we hadn't been there in like a month or two. We were doing that a lot more when the weather was cold, but had kind of slowed down as it had been nice because we like to spend time outside. But it was really rainy on Saturday, and we were able to get some last minute tickets, which was great. So we had a really fun time doing that. And then on Sunday, we had a big Mother's Day celebration. We hosted my family and my husband's family, which is always really nice when we can get everyone together because both my brother and my husband's sister all have kids like around the same age as our kids. So it's just so much cousin fun, tons and tons of little kids running around, so many, like, oh my gosh, it was just like a whole cousins gang, and it was just super, super fun. We broke out the jump, like we have a tiny bounce house that we can inflate in our backyard and have a really fun time with that. We actually recently, we don't have it yet, but we did buy a swing set for our backyard. I'm super excited for that. It's supposed to be installed really soon. So that'll be another really great addition to our yard. I just love being able to spend time outside, and I'm just really grateful for the weather getting nicer and getting warmer and like the summer season ahead. But yeah, we did have a big barbecue, and now, oh my gosh, this was so long ago, I actually can't even remember what we did barbecue, but fortunately I wrote it down. So we had skewers and skirt steak. I have just been really loving skirt steak lately. I don't even remember the last time I had it, but they always have it at this new butcher that we've been shopping at lately, and it's just so delicious. We've had it like 3 or 4 times already in the past like 6 weeks or so. Anyway, on to the day by day. On Monday, I just got started with my regular work. And then this was also the Erin Condren launch day. And I bought a new planner. I bought an Erin Condren Daily Duo in the A5 size. If you haven't seen that, I have like a haul overview of it and everything. I just got really swept up in the launch day excitement. I haven't bought an Erin Condren in I think like 3 or 4 years. It's the original planner that how I found the decorative planner community was through Erin Condren. I was like a more functional planner before then, and I used to be an hourly planner when I worked like a full-time job, and I had like an Erin Condren hourly planner, and that is actually how I found my way over to the stickering community. And yeah, I love Erin Condren paper, and I was just really and I definitely missed it, and I just got really excited. I think this is the best launch day that they've had in years and years and years. The new stuff was so gorgeous and so thoughtful, and I love like all the collabs they're doing and everything, and I got really excited, and I bought a Daily Duo, and now it's June now, and it starts in July, and I'm thinking about setting up both my functional planner, my current functional planner, which is my Agendio, and the Daily Duo for July, and sort of doing some testing to see if I want to move to daily planning, which I've been really, really intrigued by. I'm just not sure I have like the right lifestyle for daily planning every day. There's definitely some days where I think it would be great, but there are also days where I think it's like completely overkill, unnecessary. But anyway, that's pretty much what I did all day. We just shopped and worked, and then I just played with the kids outside. And then that night I was trying to film stuff, but I was having a lot of problems with my camera, which I actually don't remember this, but it's usually when it starts to get really hot, I have problems with like weather-wise. have problems with my camera because it's really hot in my office. It's like my office is probably the hottest room in our house, and we don't like to put the air conditioning up too high. We are very conservative with the air conditioning, and then with like the combination of the hot weather in the hot office and the lights from filming, my camera does have like a really bad tendency to overheat. So I'm hoping I don't like melt it down one day. And you gotta just like film and take lots of breaks and that kind of stuff. But anyway, that I did eventually get it resolved, and all good there. No permanent damage done, at least not yet. And then on Tuesday, I took the baby to the playground. She doesn't have school on Tuesdays, and I spent like literally the whole day outside, I think, except for like a very small amount of time. And the evening, we had dinner outside this night. I did a kettlebell workout outside, and we ate lunch outside. I did do some filming after I got my camera fixed and filmed the rest of a memory plan with me that I had been working on. And then I just read outside. That night I watched TV with my husband as well, but just basically just soaking in as much of the sunshine as I could. I feel like we got off to a really slow start here with spring, and I feel like that's true for a lot of areas of the country. It was just super, super rainy and like cold. We had an April flurry, which we don't usually like. We're not that far north. We don't usually get snow in April or anything like that. I can only think of like 1 or 2 times over the course of my life that's happened. And yeah, so it was just, at this point, it's still even now, but I just try and enjoy as much outside time as possible. And I just definitely just really love our backyard so much and our outdoor spaces, and have just been enjoying spending time out there, eating meals out there. Eating outside is probably one of my favorite things. My husband like does not get it at all. He indulges me, but he's just like, I don't understand the appeal. But I'm just like, if a restaurant has outdoor seating, I want to do that. If we can eat dinner outside, I want to do that. I double love it because 1, you're outside and you're eating, but then 2, I just feel like it makes less of a mess. I guess that's probably not true. You still have to wipe down the outdoor table, but I don't know. It just doesn't stress me out as much as like having to clean up the kitchen. So anyway, all the outdoor eating coming my way this season. Then on Wednesday, I had a really, really unproductive day, like super unproductive day, which is super unfortunate because I really needed to have been working on my slides, and I got really behind on them, and I ended up having to wake up super early like all over the weekend and tried to get in like 90 minutes, 2 hours of work before, doing like all of our weekend fun activities and like hanging out with the kids and doing the cooking for Mother's Day to kind of catch up on that, just because I literally did nothing on Wednesday. I like pretended to work for a little while. I did like a little bit of house stuff, a little bit of admin, but mostly I just sat around. I didn't even film or do any hobbies or anything. I mostly just sat around in my office and pretended to I kind of worked on something for 5 minutes and then moved on to something else. Do you ever just have one of those days where you just can't commit to a project and you like can't seem to get anything in action? Well, that was totally me on this day. And yeah, so even at night, I was like trying to catch up on things and get organized and figure out how much time I had lost on this work project that was kind of stressing me out. So, but still, it just was a very unproductive day. And I did also have a drink that afternoon, just again, leaning into the whole unproductive day thing. I knew I wasn't going to get anything done that night besides thinking things through. But yeah, it was a day. So then on Thursday, I went back to the playground with the baby. She does not have school on Tuesday or Thursday. She only goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and our cleaning people come on Thursday mornings. So I took her over to the playground. We also ran to Starbucks. Honestly, I think we ran to Starbucks first, but I ended up putting the playground sticker down before I looked at my notes or had check my notes again, and then just end up putting down the Starbucks sticker afterwards. And this day was actually really similar to Tuesday, except for when we got home from the playground, I did another kettlebell workout. Again, I did it outside. I've been really enjoying that lately. But then instead, during her nap time, I did work instead of just sitting around and reading, because I was trying again to catch up, to make up for like the stuff that I had missed on Wednesday. I don't usually do a lot of work on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would say a little bit on Tuesdays, and then usually very little to none on Thursdays. But like I said, I was just trying to kind of catch up at this point. And then that I marked filming again, but I actually don't think that that's true. Or if it is, it must have been like a very little amount, like the very end of a plan with me or something, just because I remember trying to just catch up on work stuff that whole day. And then that night we had our takeout and TV night, which we do almost every Thursday, so that I don't like to cook in the kitchen after the cleaning people have been there. And we got Thai food that night. And we were watching TV, so I definitely didn't film that night, and there's just like not that much time in nap time, and again, I was trying to catch up on work stuff. So then Friday, I did have a super productive day. I pretty much did work on my slide deck, my presentation all day long. My husband came home for lunch. I also washed and blew out my hair. And then that night, after the kids went to sleep, I cleaned up my office and got everything organized and just hung out and listened to some podcasts. I actually think I did some light editing on slides at that point too. I don't do my best work at night. I'm very much a morning person, but like if I had notes in there from earlier or just stuff like to fix formatting, I can totally do that at night. And then I owed everything to the editor first thing Monday morning for like approval and, grammatical changes, formatting changes, just make sure everything was signed off on. And I had to get that in by Monday morning. So I needed to get it all finished up over the weekend so that they would have time to like process everything before I did the filming. So on Saturday morning, that being said, I woke up really, really early, like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and did like 2 hours of work before hanging out with the kids and doing our regular breakfast routine and all of that. And then we did go to the Children's Museum first thing in the morning and had a really fun time. And then we just picked up some lunch on the way home. We had debated going out to lunch, but ultimately it was like raining really hard and decided not to. And then I took a nap that day because I was really tired. Everyone took a nap. And my oldest, actually, who is 6 and doesn't usually nap, also took a nap. And then we decided to go out to dinner since everyone had a good nap. And it was awful, like horrible mistake. The children were not having it. It was not enjoyable whatsoever. And we are just like so off dinner. We were just like, nope, I don't think I want to do this ever again. I'm sure we'll revisit it eventually, but it was not a positive experience. So, kids can be kind of hit or miss. I find it's much easier to go out for breakfast is the easiest. Lunch is pretty good usually. Dinner is so hit or miss. And even when people are like well rested and seemingly in a good mood, sometimes it just does not work out, but that's life. Anyway, Sunday was Mother's Day. I again got up early to just finish everything out. I was in pretty good shape at this point, but just had a little bit more that I wanted to get done. I didn't want to have to do anything on Monday before sending it to the editors. So since it was due like first thing in the morning and I have my regular Monday work as well, so I just wanted to make sure it was all taken care of. This day, I also was the day that my collab plan with me with Tara from the Sticker Garden went up, and we were both really excited for that. If you haven't seen that already, definitely check it out. It was just, we did a really fun Mother's Day collab together that went up on this day. So super, super fun. And then just spent the rest of the day getting ready for the barbecue, getting everything ready. And then everybody came over around like 3 o'clock after afternoon naps, and we just had a really fun time with the cousins and grandparents and great-grandparents and just all that kind of stuff. So it was just a really fun night. And then I took a bath that night to kind of just like decompress from the weekend and get myself all reset up, ready for the next week. But that is pretty much everything here. I'm just finishing up with my meals, and then that's it. Okay, that is everything all finished up. Super, super cute Mother's Day spread. Absolutely love how this turned out. Let me show you what I have left from the kit. Plenty of stuff here. These kits are quite large, so I do typically have a lot left over when I use Caress Press, and in particular, a lot of half boxes since you do get so many of them, plus a lot of sidebar and other functional type items. I will, of course, add this to my leftovers D-stash giveaway pile. I typically do those giveaways on my kit lineups for the month ahead. If I have enough leftovers to give away, that's where you can find those D-stash giveaway if you like leftovers, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, that is everything for right now. So if you liked this video, please like this video and let me know in the comments down below. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!